Recorded Books presents an unabridged recording of Wicked River, the Mississippi When It Last Ran Wild by Lee Sandlin, narrated by Jeff McCarthy. This book begins with a quote from No Man's Land by Harold Pinter. For if and when we talk of a river, we talk of a deep and dank architecture. And now, Wicked River.
Introduction. There is a tributary of the Mississippi River running through my neighborhood in Chicago. It's not easy to spot. You have to know just where to look. It's by the bus stop on a cluttered commercial block. Right at the curb is a manhole. The manhole cover is embossed with a decorative pattern of fish, and it carries the message, "Dump no waste, drains to waterways." Down below is water bound for the Mississippi. Sometimes when I'm waiting for the bus, I pass the time by imagining the course the water is running. It's invisible at street level, but there is a maze of piping underneath Chicago. Water mains and sewer mains and gas mains, electrical conduit and fiber optic cabling. The water is gurgling through this spaghetti tangle for mile after mile, below the ranges of high-rises and the decaying industrial districts and the limitless velds of bungalows. It doesn't surface until it reaches a pumping station past the southern city limits. There it empties into the Illinois River. The Illinois runs in a meandering course roughly southwest, past the suburban counties around Chicago, out through the exurban fringe, then south through the farm country in the middle of the state, and then west again, until at last, just north of St. Louis, it drains into the Mississippi. This is a serpentine route, but it's not an unusual one. There are countless streams just like it. In the 19th century, it was estimated that the Mississippi had roughly 100,000 natural tributaries. That is, there were 100,000 distinct, individually named brooks, creeks, rivulets, and rivers emptying their waters into its gargantuan current. Today there are far more than 100,000, and the majority of them are artificial. They're like the manhole by the bus stop. They're conduits and cisterns and sewage pipes, obscure canals and neglected culverts, and out-of-the-way storm drains. The Mississippi is surrounded by a vast network of concealed plumbing that underlies the whole of the American Midwest. As for the great river at the heart of this maze, it is now for all intents and purposes a man-made artifact. Every inch of its course from its headwaters to its delta is regulated by synthetic means, by locks and dams and artificial lakes, revetments and spillways and control structures, chevrons and wing dams and bendway weirs. The resulting edifice can barely be called a river at all in any traditional sense. The Mississippi has been dredged and walled in and reshaped and fixed. It has been turned into a gigantic navigation canal, or the world's largest industrial sewer. It hasn't run wild, as a river does in nature, for more than 100 years. Its waters are notoriously foul. In the 19th century, the Mississippi was well known for its murkiness and filth, but today it swirls with all the effluvia of the modern age. There's the storm runoff, thick with the glistening sheen of automotive waste. The drainage from the enormous mechanized farms of the heartland and from millions of suburban lawns is rich with pesticides and fertilizers like atrazine, allichlor, cyanazine, and metolachlor. A ceaseless drizzle comes from the chemical plants along the riverbanks that manufacture neoprene, polychloroprene, and an assortment of other refrigerants and performance elastomers. And then there are the waste products of steel mills, of sulfuric acid regeneration facilities, and the refineries that produce gasoline, fuel oil, asphalt, propane, propylene, isobutane, kerosene, and coke. The Mississippi is one of the busiest industrial corridors in the world. I get a little reminder of the health of this system every time I pass by that bus stop. There's a reason why the one particular manhole stands out among all the clutter of ancient grills and grates along the block. It reeks. Winter and summer, it emits a peculiar odor, a compound of sewer gas, stale grease,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?